Hey there, 𝗕𝗓𝗘𝗘 here. I was just working with a client on breathing, and one of the things that he finds difficult is revving himself up and really getting in the moment when it comes to getting in the zone for his presentations or his pitching or speaking at conferences. So normally when it comes to breathing, clients that I work with need to manage that energy better in the moment. So they need to actually bring themselves down a bit more and ground themselves. Whereas this client really needed to rev himself up because he's been speaking for years. Like he's been speaking professionally for a very long time. So he was actually finding it difficult to really get himself revved up to get on stage or to pitch to a client. So this is my revving up toolbox. Okay, so the first thing, of course, surprise, surprise, is breathing. So breathing we can use to help ground ourselves and slow ourselves down, whereas when you are revving yourself up, breathing is great because you can actually, there are ways of breathing where you can really get yourself revved up and in the zone. So it's deep breathing, but breathing out with force and breathing in with intention. 3 nice deep breaths in and out, breathing in and breathing out, and using those arms, breathing in and breathing out. So instead of breathing slowly and bringing yourself down, it's breathing in and revving yourself up. Okay, so breathing is the first tool that you can use to get yourself revved up and in the zone. Now, the next tool is about creating energy in the body, and that is your hands. Friction in the hands. Getting those hands working together and really creating friction and energy. And what you're doing is also creating energy in the body, in the arms, in the shoulders, and in the rest of the body. You do that for about 30 seconds and then shake it off. Shake it off. What that does, that friction in the hands, and you'll feel energy in your hands when you finish doing that. You'll feel that tingling in your arms and in your hands. Some people actually do push-ups. And what it does is it brings energy, it raises your heart rate, and it gets energy really revving through the body. Okay, so hands and friction. That's the second tool that you can use to really rev yourself up when you need it. Okay, the third tool, activating the face and the articulation muscles. So I've got other videos about releasing tension in the face. You can also use these exercises to activate the facial muscles and the articulation muscles. So that means moving the skin around on the face. Feeling the muscle stretching, because remember, when we bring attention to a muscle, we're bringing energy to that muscle. So moving the skin around on the face. Kissing and grin. Kiss and grin. Kiss and grin. Okay? Blowing through the lips. Again, releasing and engaging the muscles here. Good. Tongue stretches. Tip of the tongue behind the bottom teeth. Here. Stretching the blade of the tongue forward out of the mouth. Good. And shaking that off. Shaking that off. Good. And little pats on the face. Little pats on the face. Waking up those muscles. Again, you're activating and waking up the facial muscles and the articulators here. And tongue twisters are great as well. You can do Peter Piper. I've got other videos that are just for tongue twisters. So you're waking up the articulators and the facial muscles. Okay, so that is the third tool. The fourth one, short, sharp sniffs. This is a great one for getting oxygen straight up into the brain. So one finger over one nostril, short, sharp sniffs. Change fingers and exhale. Short, sharp sniffs. Change fingers and exhale. Short, sharp sniffs. Change fingers and exhale. All right, so you repeat that 4 times, 2 times each side. That is getting oxygen straight up into the brain. It's like virtual cocaine. You are getting whoosh, oxygen, woo, right up into the brain and waking up the brain, waking up the muscles, waking up the body. Now, the 5th one, this works for any situation. Remember, it's not about you. It's about your audience. Remember, it's not about you. It's not about you feeling comfortable. It's not about you being told how great you are. It's not about you feeling so bored because you've said this same pitch 100 times. No, it's about your audience. You have a responsibility as a speaker and as a communicator. Your responsibility is to connect fully with clarity, with energy, and with passion, for up to you to connect with your messages and your stories, so you in turn can inspire your audiences to connect as well. That's your job. That takes energy. That takes focus. And it takes you coming out of yourself and focusing on somebody else, which is the audience. You are there to serve. You are not there to be told how great you are. You're not there to be bored or engaged. You are there to serve your message and to serve that audience. That is what you are there for. That is your responsibility as a speaker. So that means be physically engaged. It means being vocally engaged with your words and your messages. Okay, so those are 5 tools that you can use to rev yourself up when you need to get more energy, more focus, and more chutzpah, more moxie in your body and waking up the brain as well. Remember, you are there to serve. So if you need to rev yourself up to do that, then those are 5 techniques that you can use.